You're listening to the Crew Talk Podcast, a conversation about chasing growth.
You might go viral.
Uh-oh.
You might become a meme.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
How many memes do I have?
we made enough for you.
Alright, y'all. Welcome back to the Crew Talk. This is episode 27. As you can see, we have two new guests.
Alright.
I'm going to let them introduce themselves and give a little bit of an icebreaker. Tell us their first impressions of me and Alan. Oh, they're also two of our volleyball teammates. That's how we all met.
Another two.
We'll start with Lorreilee.
Hi, I'm Lorreilee. I'm from New York. Honestly,
Yeah, I got it.
I think I played Tim. Like we were playing against each other, and I didn't really have. He was just a tall dude. So.
Just a tall dude.
He was just a tall dude.
That's fair. That's fair.
Oh,
and Alex first impressions.
okay.
You can give your first impression of him
Just-
from team night one. Yeah,
I mean,
basically.
just first impression, like, but honest. Don't feel like you need to filter. Just like,
honestly, you gave me really chill, but also a little high energy at the same time.
Okay.
Like, at times you're really like just vibing. but
Right
then
from the
you-
start,
but then,
I was.
But then you're bouncing off the walls, and I was like, "What's going on?"
oh
Yeah.
shit. But this was first impression, not like later on
Yeah.
that I
yeah.
showed that. Okay.
David.
Yeah, my name's David. I'm from New Jersey, and first impressions wise, I was gonna say the same thing. On the volleyball court, just
Yeah.
casual time.
Mhm.
I see Alan. He's got this high energy.
Oh Lord.
Bouncing off the walls is a good phrase. And Tim, damn, you're another tall dude, but
Fair.
I saw you as a challenge on the
Okay.
court. That
All
was-
right. Respect.
Little
I
rivalry.
didn't think we'd become teammates at first, but
Me neither.
hey, I'll take it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Tim, what about when you first saw them? Or first impressions.
So first impressions was strictly based off of recruiting. I was trying to build a super team. So when I saw,
You did make a super team.
okay,
Yep.
well, mission accomplished. Check. When I saw David, I was okay, tall dude.
What's up with the height?
First
No,
impressions.
so like when I was recruiting the volleyball team, I was thinking of the anime Haikyuu, and I thought of the super team. I was like, tall dude with glasses, and he's good at blocking. I
Are
was
you happy
like,
with that? Are you happy with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
so I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
perfect. And Lorreilee, I don't remember, someone spiked it, and you just returned it so easy. I was like, I need that on my team.
I need
That
that.
was the moment.
Oh,
Yeah. I was like, what's her name? I gotta find it. But yeah, that was it for me. What about you?
So I think I first met them on the volleyball court.
Yeah, probably.
So like obviously, okay, for David, when he showed up, not gonna lie, I'm like, this is Tim, like this is our guy. No, I'm serious. Come on, right? You know, like
Yeah.
okay, we have a D1 athlete looking dude.
Uh-huh.
And David's like, okay, like
What's he gonna provide?
right.
Mm.
Comes out like swinging, freaking long arms, blocking everything. I was like, bad.
Yep.
He
I
got
got
it.
an eye for talent.
Yeah.
Mm.
And then Lorreilee, obviously like super sound,
Yeah.
skill wise.
Missed one
Like,
pass.
little serious. We're like, okay, let me see what jokes I gotta use to break her, but
Oh, boy.
yeah, but yeah, no, it's I'd say the first impression it didn't change
Mhm.
as time passed by, but it just kind of became more amplified. Like,
Yeah.
okay,
I feel like our team is like very diverse with people.
That's
Right.
very
Like
true.
on paper, there's no reason for us to hang out, but like it
true,
works.
we are very different,
That's
Yeah.
sort of
Yeah.
that's sort of the beauty of it,
I agree.
Differences attract.
I definitely agree.
and I like the fact like we grew.
Together.
Like I love every single one.
Yeah, that's fine. Like a little big friendship story. Might have a documentary about us.
Yo,
Yeah.
so, like a whole Netflix show.
Wow.
I'd watch us,
Haikyuu.
Hey, this is good. This is gonna be the intro to
Yes,
right?
Netflix, sign us.
it.
All right, so start off with the topic of discussion.
So, obviously, I think Davis in term 1,
Mhm.
Lorreilee term 2.
Mhm.
You guys are like, I guess, relatively new. What are your thoughts about it? Just moving to Grenada, starting medical school in a whole
foreign
different country?
Well, actually, it's not my first time out of the country for school, technically.
Mhm.
My dad also did school in the Caribbean. He just went to Dominica, which is an island nearby.
Also
Okay.
medical school.
So,
Okay.
yeah, he went to Ross at the time.
Got
Over
you.
there.
Mm-hmm.
So, I was like 6 at the time.
Mhm.
So, I was just living there with
Oh,
my
you
yeah.
flew.
Yeah, my mom and dad, yeah, they were all just living with them.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
So you
it was
kinda
roughly
Caribbean.
like
Yeah, you're
yes,
Caribbean.
a little bit, yeah.
Wow.
Um, It's actually kind of funny. My parents say when I first started learning English, I actually had a little bit of a Caribbean accent
That's
at the
crazy.
time.
Oh,
Imagine
Like,
if you kept it.
I absolutely don't have it anymore because only like a year when I was 5, but I would say
Yeah.
things like "happy, happy family." Like
Yeah.
there's this one song, so
Wow.
that's crazy.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's
This is
Oh,
new.
that's crazy. Yeah.
fun fact. You learn something every day.
Mm-hmm.
What about you?
Well, like I knew it was a third world country, and
Mhm.
I've been to a couple, like just traveling in
Yeah.
general. So I knew, like amenities wise, it wasn't gonna be what it is in America.
Mhm.
Right.
School wise, I would say I thought it was gonna be crazy hard, but I feel like once you get into it,
The rhythm.
yeah, it's,
Mhm.
it's really not that bad. Like I feel like undergrad kind of like hits at you all the time,
Okay.
like
Mhm.
with their classes, all the tests. But I feel like SU does a really good job of like getting you started and keeping you on your feet and like
Mhm.
stay and like helping you stay on top of work.
Yeah.
So I feel like once you get into the groove, it's a lot of material, but it's like doable when
Right.
you have the time.
I feel that.
It's focused, yeah.
Yeah, it's totally focused.
So you guys are saying you imagine it to be harder than it really is. Would you say that?
Yeah.
I would say
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I feel like you go through like most of your life thinking, oh, I'm going to be a doctor. You're going to think about all these like really hard
the
classes.
tough journey,
Yeah, and
Yeah.
like
especially medical school.
like it's
Right.
tough
That's
and everything, but
Yeah.
it's not as tough as like your mind puts it to be.
Right,
You know.
right.
That makes sense.
hmm
Outside of academics, how is it? How would you say living here is?
I'm vibing. I like it.
Oh,
I'm
vibing.
vibing.
There's
Yeah.
no. I get to live in a place where the weather is always beautiful, even
Okay.
when it's raining. I get to play
Always
volleyball.
wear
in
your
my-
polo shirt.
always looking fresh.
Fresh.
Living
Fresh.
You didn't,
here-
you didn't wear the Hawaiian shirt this time.
that was
Yeah,
yesterday.
Yeah, because I wore it last night.
Fair.
But yeah, no, living here is absolutely beautiful.
Mhm.
It's a great place to study, great place to meet new people.
Yeah.
So, no complaints.
Yeah.
And so you say you traveled a lot. What are some of the places you've been to?
Well, I've been to Japan. I went to the Philippines, where I'm Filipino, so we went home, and like my parents lived in a northern village in
Mhm.
top where it's
Mhm.
like very much a third world country. Like,
Yeah.
So I stayed there for a couple of weeks. So you can see the disparities between like a
Mhm.
urban area versus like a rural third world country.
Yeah.
So like I didn't really have high expectations
Mhm.
for like
Mhm.
what this country had to offer
Right.
regarding like
Amenities,
technology, like stores and stuff.
Mhm.
And honestly, like it's not that bad. I'm a low maintenance person, so I can live off whatever, so I'm fine. I know some people complain, but
I feel like
Whatever.
living on campus when everything's like consistent, like you really don't have any concerns.
yeah.
Right. True.
Wi-Fi was working,
Yeah, it's fine.
electricity, like
Yeah,
Right.
and even if the Wi-Fi cuts out, like it's only for like maybe an hour. and, like,
Exactly.
you can
That
do
happened,
whatever.
yeah. That happened like once at most.
Right.
Also, it
Exactly.
could happen in the U.S. too.
Right.
It's not.
exactly. Yeah.
It's really not that bad.
Mhm.
What are some of y'all's favorite things about Grenada? Mm.
I gotta say,
It's not so fun now, is it? No, I'm kidding.
I disagree. I'm actually like considering a lot of things.
Okay.
I'm considering like
there's
the
too many.
food options.
Yeah.
What do you like to eat? What do you usually eat?
Alright, so I'm gonna shout out my boys at Sweet and Crispy outside the park.
This
The
is
food they make,
Mr.
is
Sweet and
so
Crispy right
good.
here.
What type of food is it?
Is it sponsored?
The
by the way?
chicken? The chicken you're
I
always getting?
should get a polo with their
Is
logo.
it the chicken you're always getting?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh
Yes.
my god.
Okay.
So it just not just that place, but I feel like most of the food here, especially the made food here, is just fresher.
Mhm.
Okay.
It just tastes really good. That's something I really enjoy, and of course my volleyball team.
Yeah.
Hey.
You gotta be in that.
Bingo.
What about you?
I like being able to take a 10-minute bus ride to the beach because like I live in like Westchester, which is right above the city, so it takes me at least 2 or 3 hours to get
That's so
to
far.
a beach.
Okay.
Mm.
And you're a beach person.
I love the beach. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I feel that's so underrated.
Yeah.
The fact that we have one like on campus too.
Yeah.
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 You know, we're surrounded by beaches. Like, just-
Yeah.
And it's just like the sunlight, like,
Mhm.
get all that like vitamin D, you know?
Oh,
like shit.
yeah.
It's important.
It is. It helps with the like mental aspect too,
Okay.
Yeah.
for sure.
It's just like a de-stress. You look out in the ocean.
Yeah. Because like I can't imagine studying super hard and look outside and it's snowing.
Oh,
like-
Yeah.
Or worse, mushy snow on
Mushy
the
snow
ground.
when it's melting and then it's
it's
like,
like brown.
It's brown.
and then you gotta walk on it. It's like gushy,
That's-
gushy, gush, and
that-
then like, oh frick, this one's 2 feet
Oh my
deep.
god, the adjectives.
Yeah, that's terrible. I'm not a fan of the Northeast just strictly because of the weather.
although I see the point, I love my snow sports, so I
okay,
still
okay.
love. I don't know, something about like the forest in the middle of the winter.
Right.
It's beautiful, but
Well,
there is that
But
aspect
it's not
when it
gonna be
comes to
brown and
studying.
mushy in the middle of the forest.
It's
though.
well maintained, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
fair.
what sports do you do? Like the snow sports?
Yeah, so I like to snowboard,
Okay.
and I
With
also
Shaun
like
White?
just camping in general. I mean,
Camping in the snow though.
Wow, that's
How
great.
does
It-
What the heck?
it's tougher, but that's sort of like the fun of it. Me and
Mhm.
like my friends will go out there and
Start a fire and stuff.
yeah, we have a bonfire, have a good time.
In the snow.
Yeah, and you just have your camping gear. It's just fun. I don't know. It's something about
I can
being
imagine-
connected
No,
to
it sounds
nature like that.
Yeah, just
I can see it looking beautiful. Like you wake up at the tent and it's like
But
little
aren't
rabbit.
you
Like
always shivering?
you know.
I mean, you gotta have good gear and stuff,
Right.
like
So you
good
can't just be wearing
insulated
polo
sleeping.
shirts.
Yeah, like 20 of them over each other.
You ready, guys?
Never cold.
Oh man.
But yeah, it's just fun. And snowboarding, of course, just flying down the mountain.
hmm
That's always just a ton of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, if you ever go up there, it's
I-
fun to take you down the mountain. Holy
I-
shit.
I'm very
Tim,
excited.
Tim tried snowboarding this break.
I
How
did.
was that?
We went to Park City, Utah.
Mm-hmm.
Tried it for the first time. Way harder than I expected.
Right.
Yeah. Like in terms of like balancing and going forward, it's not bad. But like having to dodge all those people and like stop, like I was falling
Right.
the entire time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the videos make it look super easy. Oh, you're just standing on a board and just don't fall
Were
over.
you
Right.
young when you started?
I was like in 6th grade,
Okay.
but it took me a long time to learn. I think I
Okay.
spent like a month of weekly trips of just doing the same 30 feet on the bunny hill over and over, just falling on my
That's
back.
literally what I was doing. I was literally just at the bottom, just doing the same thing.
Right,
I was like,
literally
this is
just
fun,
training
like,
wheels moment. But
Oh.
then once you have that breakthrough and you can
Mhm.
go on a real slope, it is amazing.
Did you hit the
real slow.
the
no,
green one?
no.
So
I
we'll get there. We'll get there.
I would love to, because when I was there, they had like toddlers
Yeah,
carving around. me.
it's
I was
literally like
For real,
it's
every
like
time
traffic cones.
You see those little kids, and they're like,
they're fearless.
"What am I doing?"
It's definitely
Yeah.
true.
I took a ski lesson when I was younger,
Yeah.
and they wouldn't even let me on the slope because I was a hazard, like a safety
Yeah,
hazard.
Yeah.
I
How
feel
old
like
were
as
you?
a-
How old were you?
I was probably like 8,
Oh.
and they're
Yeah.
they're like, no, you can't go up.
That's accurate.
They took my siblings up, and I was left
Wait,
on the training.
So they learned faster. Like what was it?
I guess they just knew better. I don't know. Like
Are your older siblings or?
No,
Young-
my
young-
younger one. I have a younger
That's-
sibling, and then I have an older sibling.
And they
Wow.
both got to go up.
And they both got to.
And y'all started learning at the same time.
Yeah, it was like a 1 day like ski lesson.
Dang.
That would hurt me.
Have you ever gone skiing again? Ever again?
No,
I
I'm traumatized, absolutely mortified.
Wow.
Dang, that one lift, like, I don't even know what, Commander ruined it forever.
Wow.
Where'd you go when you went skiing?
Vermont. Like,
Okay.
Like I think so.
Okay,
Okay.
not familiar with it, but
It's the one in New York.
no,
You're-
Vermont,
no,
Vermont's
Vermont.
a state.
Oh shit! I'm thinking about
International guy.
Uh-oh.
Anyways, cut that! Cut that! Cut that!
Bob.
Bob,
Retract that one.
I'm from Taiwan.
Oh my god. Hope and no one in your audience is from Vermont.
Shit, I don't know anyone. So,
We're good. We're safe. We're safe.
Yeah.
We're safe.
how do y'all feel? I guess if you move to a different state and go to school, you're still like in America, so there's like a comfortability there.
Mhm.
But how do you feel like going to another country affects like your mentality around like having to study, or like pursuing your education?
For me, I knew what I was signing up for, and I always had a clear eyes on my goal.
Full
Full
hearts.
hearts.
Can't lose.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Shit, that was instinctual.
Wow.
It was
That was
just
crazy.
like that. But I don't know. I don't really feel like it changed much. Like had effects on my lifestyle, so I had to plan that, like research where I was gonna go, how I was gonna live. But like
Yeah.
when it comes down to studying, it's just grinding, getting the
Mhm.
info in your head, and doing what I've been doing up to this point already. So
Yeah.
Okay.
for my goals wise, it didn't really change too much. It's just a little bit of a what's it called, alternate route, I guess.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not because you. Obviously, I don't think we're set on like when we were planning our medical school career.
But
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, I'm going to Grenada, and then I'm gonna
Go
go
back
back to
to
US.
US.
It's a like a detour. You said.
Right.
Yeah.
What about
But-
you?
I mean, like, I don't think it matters where I am. Just
Mhm.
like what I'm studying, who I'm studying with. I think once you're once you're here, you're surrounded by people who are like pursuing the same education, have the same dreams. So it doesn't even feel. I don't think it matters. Like whatever environment you are is like with the people who you're surrounding yourself with.
Mhm.
Because like regardless if I was like here or in New York, like I'm still doing the same thing.
That makes sense.
And
Okay.
so
Yeah,
like the location doesn't matter in my
Mhm.
opinion.
gotcha. What? Okay, specialties.
For
Why?
now,
What is it and why?
well, I'm only term 1, so I can't say for sure. You know, I have to do all the rotations
I guess
and
just right
all that.
as of right now.
But right now, I want to try and shoot for anesthesiology.
Okay.
Just
Why?
because when I did a bunch of shadowing and stuff, I
Mhm.
followed an anesthesiologist for most of my time, and that field it's honestly it's just cool to have
Mm-hmm.
that kind of understanding of the body and then being able to apply it
Mhm.
to just make people's time and experiencing medicine as comfortable as possible. That just was amazing. The way the doctor not only sort of keeps the patient comfortable and pain-free, but even before and after the surgery, talking to them, making them feel comfortable, understand what's going on, that sort
Yeah.
of human aspect that basically just inspired me on the spot when I saw it.
Wow, I never heard someone describe it like that.
Yo, that's why he's been pouring our drinks. He's a natural.
I guess so. I guess I got experience then. Goddamn.
He's trying to make sure we have a great experience.
Mhm.
He's like the dose. Okay, ounce 5.
He made the
5'4".
cup. He put the lines on the cup. He was like,
Tim,
You printed that out.
Tim's about 6 foot.
yeah, it's heavier. Wow.
He's gonna need a little bit of
But I
extra.
just
Everything translates to real life. Wow.
Guess so.
Okay.
Okay, let's move
let's,
on
an-
to
let's
this.
analyze you.
Yo, psych.
Psych.
I love psych.
Well, I mean, anesthesia is one of my top as well.
Okay.
It's for those reasons, as
Mhm.
well as they're just so knowledgeable, and they also not only like just put the patient under, but they also have to monitor everything regarding the surgery.
Of course.
So
Mhm.
if anything were to happen, like it's truly under their belt. That's why they have a lot of malpractice issues, because a lot of problems can arise from them just not watching the patient.
Right.
So I think it's like that control you have like within the surgical room is really enticing, really like interesting. And I shadowed a bunch of people. It's not only like just surgical, but like outpatient. They do pain management, and so you can develop that doctor-patient interaction,
Relationship, yeah.
relationship.
You want that?
I like that. I like
Okay.
that idea of like patients coming back to me, like feeling
Mhm.
comfortable with me,
Mhm.
and knowing that I can provide them with the best kind of care.
Yeah.
So there's that. I like emergency medicine.
Okay.
So I worked as a scribe in an emergency room during COVID. So that was
Oh wow.
crazy.
And you enjoy
Grind
the
time.
hectic.
I liked the environment. The people there were great. I mean, it could have just been. It was a great work environment,
Right.
but the nurses there are outstanding,
Mhm.
and the PAs and NPs and all the physicians like truly cared about
Mhm.
all the people, and like whatever walked through the door, like they were truly prepared, and
Of course.
like nothing beats the sight of like a code coming in.
Mhm.
So and then like everyone literally mobilizing. Everyone literally gets up and knows exactly what to do.
It's a well-oiled
well-oiled
machine.
I've analyzed it.
Go.
So when you're in the front and you turn around and you say one pass, it's usually because like we're messing up and it's like we need to like mobilize
Mm.
and be a unit and get the plane back. Dude, should we become like a psych duo?
Chills.
Chills.
I'm recovering.
Oh
you knocked him out.
wow,
Ah,
that's crazy.
wow.
For once, you were more cerebral than he is.
Yeah, he's
Oh my God.
little brain dead.
That's
Wow.
crazy.
Yeah, it is. Okay. We talked about good things we like about Grenada. We talked about specialties. So something that you didn't expect to be a challenge here,
Hmm.
or maybe you did expect it.
Just something you have to like adapt.
Yeah.
Sweaty all the time.
I'm used to that back at home. So
Yeah, that's probably the biggest one. Sort of, I didn't anticipate always being in a high temperature climate
Right.
affecting me as much as I thought it would.
Mm-hmm.
Like, again, back at home, Jersey,
Is it?
I have to.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's usually cold.
Okay.
So, I get a cycle through like sweaters through certain seasons,
Okay.
long pants, jeans versus
Mhm.
here. I'm always in shorts and a polo.
Right.
Yeah.
That's just
Yes,
my, that's just
last
my
night
fit.
was the first time I've seen you
And pants.
with
Right.
your calves covered up.
First time I didn't see the kneecaps. That's
I the
Scandalous.
patella.
from a distance. I was like, That dude's in pants. Can't be David. Where
Yeah,
is he?
not a shot.
Okay, so the hot climate
Okay.
affecting the everyday apparel.
Right. And even like sports, I only start playing after the sun goes down.
That's true.
If I tried playing when the sun was still up, I think I'd start just baking.
Wow.
It'd be crazy.
And Matt just mentioned that you're always out there like after 7.
That's so true.
Wow.
Yeah, oh, can we do 8 or 9, guys?
He's dodging
so
the
that's
sun.
why. Oh, everything's
David
big.
might be a vampire.
Oh,
He might be a vampire.
Maybe.
Wow. Okay. What about you?
No, it was the Heat.
Oh, the Heat?
I remember I had to play a tournament it was like 11 a.m. and I was in a tank top and spandex, and I was out there for I was
Okay.
maybe out there for an hour and a half. I get back, I have crisp tan lines. Just being out there for an hour and a half. Are you kidding?
wait, but
Didn't
you don't
you
want
get-
that?
Didn't you get tan really hard one time too?
It was the boot camp. So it was what, 2 hours?
Maybe like an hour and a half.
Same thing. I was wearing a tank. Took it off. My neck
Chris.
Just a
was
solid
black.
beat.
My body was white.
Okay, so you want tan line. You want to get tan. But
Right,
I don't want
but not a tank
I don't
tan.
want a tank tan. No, I don't want a spandex.
It looks like a
That's
spray.
so ugly. Come on.
Okay.
Damn.
Fine.
I gotta think about what I have to wear so I don't tan outside that much. I would just stay in the shade.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I also don't see how people can study outside. Cause I'm used to the heat, but being uncomfortable while I'm studying, it's
I mean, I study in the covered study areas,
Mhm.
so relatively the inside it's pretty breezy. It's covered. You're not
Right.
in the direct sunlight. It's not that bad. I
Mhm.
mean, if it's a humid day, then it feels kind of gross.
yeah.
but I think it's fine.
Also, I do feel like these couple months is cooler.
Compared to last term, yeah.
Right? I don't know how the seasons work here, but I feel like right now.
We're in the
Yeah.
dry season.
I-
Last season was the wet season.
Okay.
I would assume dry to be hotter. I don't know.
No,
I guess
the
it's dry
humidity
and
gets
cold.
The
Humidity
humid,
gets you.
like arid weather. Or
I
something
guess it
like
holds the heat better.
that. Bruh,
Mhm.
disgusting.
Yeah. I feel going outside and feeling sticky.
Yeah,
I do
I mean, I do all my studying indoors, either in my dorm or
Mhm.
in a lecture hall.
Yeah.
Actually, the
Study in
one
the lecture
time,
hall? But
usually
you'll come here and do that.
Yeah, usually up in Monica.
Up
But-
to
Oh,
nine?
yeah, they have the smaller lecture halls.
Got it.
Mhm.
Got it.
Yeah, but the one of the very few times I studied outside, I was out by sort of the coverings by Belford.
Mhm.
It was just me and some of my friends. We're all studying books, laptops open.
Mhm.
We're all just reading off some notes, and I hear just a small thump. And I look up, and on my friend's book, there's this white lizard thing that just fell from the thing on top, landed on the book, looks at everyone for a second, and just darts off the table.
Wow.
The heck?
And we just
A
all look
white
at each
one.
other. Yeah, it was white. It was actually really cool looking.
That's
But-
some albino there.
That's just
the
the
crazy
nature of being outside here. We actually do have a lot of nature
Yeah.
that's completely alien to me.
It was a
I've
freaking
never
lizard. It was a lizard in my room.
Yeah.
Oh,
in
yeah.
your room.
Yeah, I had to use my water bottle.
Oh, you got him?
Yeah, I got him inside, closed it, put him outside.
He called me. He was like, "Bro, there's a lizard in here." I was like, "Yeah, close your door. I'm not dealing with it. I'm not dealing with
It
it."
was on my bed.
Oh, you didn't tell
Oh
me that?
my god!
This man on the wall.
It was everywhere. But
Everywhere.
I was not gonna go to sleep knowing a lizard could be literally
In your
crawling
face.
into my nostrils.
Oh whoa!
Yeah, I can tell.
My friend took a test last year, and we were
A test?
technically we were online tests, right? So
Mhm.
she was in her dorm, and
Right.
there was a lizard in her
But
room
she
as
can't freak
she's
out.
taking the
She
test.
can't freak out. She's like,
Exactly.
she's
Then I
staring
will
into the
flag
camera.
her.
I'm not freaking out.
Simplify has no tail.
How did I never hear about the indoor lizards before?
Wow.
I've never heard about this.
I think it's interesting how they have crab holes and crabs be like.
Those
Yo,
are the
have
mud
you seen-
crabs.
Have you
Doing
seen?
that.
Yeah.
I've seen them. They sort of peek out,
Yeah,
and
and
then they go back in.
I was like, whoa.
But those are just moles.
I thought it was
or,
mole holes.
Yeah.
Not down here.
Oh.
Crabs.
And there are so many of them.
Yeah,
Don't walk barefoot around them.
yeah.
I feel like this is-
Put your little toes.
You know that New York has underground population of rats.
Yeah.
I feel like on campus it's
Crab
Oh,
people.
crabs.
It's crab
We don't talk
people.
about the rats.
if you
Yes, we do.
We don't talk about the rats.
So it's like
You-
if they had a camera and it was up top, you see all the students. And it goes down low. It's millions of crabs.
And
It's
it's
like this.
yeah.
They're just waiting for their turn.
Bro.
Yeah, it's like we will rise.
No, don't worry. The campus cats are holding them back. They're the
Oh,
front
wow.
guard.
Wait, do they?
I think so.
We need
What don't
we need some
cats
vet
eat?
people. We should
To
ask
talk
them.
about, I don't think cats eat crabs.
I
I
don't
feel
know.
like that's a stretch.
I know they like fish.
Yeah, why wouldn't they? You know.
That's interesting.
Maybe they don't have the facilities to break down the shell. I don't know. This is getting nerdy.
It's dirty.
Yeah, we're trying to be doctors, not vets.
Yeah. So this is okay. Cats and crabs.
Should have asked that last segment.
We should have.
Damn.
All right. Well, we appreciate y'all coming on. We'll let Alan wrap us up.
Okay, you know how it is. Every episode. Thanks to guys. Thank you guys for coming.
Thanks for having
You
us.
know how it is.
You know how it is. That was a great conversation, and for those listening, join the conversation. All right.
We'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.